Hello and welcome! Last session, we showed you how to be a smart calorie consumer and choose healthy foods. This session, we will show you how to prepare a healthy plate. This will help you work towards the two goals of this program, which are to lose 5% of your starting weight and exercise for at least 150 minutes per week. This session, we are working towards the first goal. We will return to the second goal next session. Before we start, have you been a smart calorie consumer? Did you follow your plan to consume less fat and fewer calories? If you had some trouble, don't let it get you down as long as you are following the program more often than not. An important part of healthy calorie consumption is what you consume, which we covered last session. Another important part is how much you consume. Changing this is critical to losing 5% of your weight. By understanding and improving on what and how much you eat, you can establish a healthy nutritional plan or diet. This isn't a diet in the short-term sense of the word. Instead, it is a plan to lose weight and keep it off by establishing a routine of eating and drinking that is sustainable and that will become a normal part of your life. Establishing and sticking to a healthy nutritional plan is better than trying fad diets, which only work for a short period, after which most people return to their pre-diet weight. Some of you may have experienced just such a scenario in your own lives. Instead, consider the Mediterranean diet, which is a healthy, sustainable nutritional plan that reduces the risk of heart disease. It is categorized by the consumption of large portions of whole grains, cereals, fruits, vegetables, nuts and legumes, moderate portions of low-fat dairy products, chicken and fish, and small portions of red meat. As part of the Mediterranean diet, you can use olive, canola, or soybean oil. Even though this is a good long-term diet, you must still be aware of how many calories you are consuming so that you don't consume more than your body needs. As we discussed last session, by consuming more whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, and switching to healthier versions of foods you like, you are more likely to maintain your new, healthy calorie consumption habits over time. This lifestyle change is what really matters in getting and keeping your health on track. Last session, we focused on making you a smart calorie consumer by thinking about what you are eating and drinking in terms of calories. This session, we are going to focus on making sure you are consuming the right portions of food and drink. My Healthy Plate is a useful tool to help you. It includes the 6 groups that you should consume during each meal, including fruits and vegetables, brown rice and wholemeal bread, and meats and others. It also recommends drinking water and consuming healthy oils. Plate sizes have increased over the years, as has the incidence of obesity. Pause the video and measure your dinner plate. Use a plate that is no larger than 23 centimeters. This will help you manage portion sizes while making it look like you are eating a satisfying amount of food. Remember, eat well and eat less. My Healthy Plate illustrates that you should mainly eat plant-based foods. You may be used to eating more meat than is recommended by My Healthy Plate, but consuming a lot of meat isn't healthy because meat contains too much fat, especially saturated fat. My Healthy Plate also recommends consuming less sugar and salt. If you are having sugary drinks, lessen your intake. For example, if you are having 2 sugary drinks a day, cut it down to 1 a day with the goal of reducing it to 1 drink a week. Try plain water instead. In fact, it is good to drink water throughout the day, in the morning, afternoon, and evening. And you can drink it knowing that it contains no calories. My Healthy Plate can also be used for bowls when eating noodles and drinking soups. Here is how the portions translate between a plate and a bowl. Keep these proportions in mind whenever you are eating, regardless of whether it's a plate or a bowl. If you consume a lot of white rice and noodles, be careful about the amount you eat as they are high in carbohydrates. However, you do not need to stop eating rice and noodles. In fact, it is best to modify your diet and lifestyle as a whole according to the recommendations of My Healthy Plate, rather than just focusing on one food group. My Healthy Plate does not give specific recommendations about fat, except to say that we should eat less fat, limit cholesterol and saturated fat, and totally avoid trans fat. The Asian diet that some of you may be used to includes a number of healthy things such as fruits and vegetables, green tea, seafood, herbs and spices, and whole grains. These foods in the Asian diet fit quite well into the healthy plate and bowl. Also, research has shown that people who consume these items have a lower risk of getting type 2 diabetes and the illnesses associated with it, such as heart disease. But the Asian diet also includes some items that can be quite unhealthy if consumed regularly. Certain unhealthy items are also consumed more frequently these days, including animal fat, palm oil, and blended oils which are added when cooking. Drinks, snacks, and sweets that are high in sugar or that have added sugar. Sauces such as curry, chili, sweet and sour, teriyaki, and mayonnaise which are high in sugar and fat. And gravies such as curry. All of these are high in calorie density, so consuming them excessively or frequently will lead to obesity and increase your risk of getting type 2 diabetes. For those of you who eat out, many dishes are prepared using unhealthy oils, which have trans and animal fats. For grains, you can look into healthier options such as brown rice, spaghetti, pasta, and bihun. These are a better fit for the healthy plate and bowl. Increased consumption of sugar is also a growing problem in Asia. In addition to Western drinks such as fizzy drinks, there are also a variety of Asian teas such as chai with milk and sugar or bubble tea that pack many calories in grams of sugar in small serving sizes. This is a change from traditional Asian diets, which did not contain heavily sweetened drinks and emphasized natural flavors from herbs, fruits, and vegetables. Sugary drinks are especially risky because drinking 1 to 2 servings a day is associated with a 26% greater risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Instead, replace sweetened bottled tea or 2-in-1 and 3-in-1 teas and coffees with water or tea or coffee with little or no added sugar. If you drink a lot of sugary drinks, this substitution can significantly reduce your calorie consumption. Aside from sugar, Asians also consume too much salt. The body needs 230 to 460 milligrams of sodium per day, but Asians average more than 4,600 milligrams per day. Soy sauce and added salt are the largest sources of sodium. Reducing your salt intake can lower your blood pressure, which is often high in pre-diabetics. Modern versions of many Asian dishes also change the portions to include more meat and processed grain than necessary and too few vegetables. Always keep the portion recommendations in mind when putting food on a plate or in a bowl. This will allow you to control your calories and eat in a healthier way. Here are some common local foods that are high in calories. For each of them, there is a healthier alternative. Note the difference in calories and think about how many calories you can save. For example, if you substitute plain rice and chicken without skin for nasi biryani, you save 377 calories. If you substitute brown rice with stir-fried vegetables for fried rice, you save 435 calories. If you substitute thosai with lentils for plain prata with curry, you save 294 calories. People understand the benefits of healthy nutrition, but are concerned that it will be expensive. This is not always true. Fresh fruits and vegetables are widely available here and are very affordable. For those of you who regularly eat at hawker stands, healthy and unhealthy foods should cost about the same. Another way to save money is to plan your meals ahead of time by making a shopping list and sticking to it, and avoiding impulse purchases. Most importantly, don't shop when you're hungry. This often leads to buying unnecessary and unhealthy foods. Plan a morning meal such as breakfast. Plan a main meal where you consume the most in a single session, regardless of whether it's lunch or dinner. Plan a light meal. Plan a snack. This brings us to the end of this session. For our next session, be aware of what you're eating and drinking. Keep track of it. Use My Healthy Plate as a model of what and how much to eat. Next session, we are going to look at starting a regular exercise program. Regular exercise is safe for most people, but if you are inactive at present, you need to consider if it's safe for you to exercise. In order to determine your readiness, answer the following questions. Please note that it is for your safety, so think about your answers carefully. Has anyone in your immediate family, such as your mother, father, sister, or brother, had a heart attack or died suddenly of a heart-related disorder before age 55 for men or 65 for women? Has your doctor informed you that you have a heart condition or heart disease, or have had a stroke? Has your doctor informed you that you have diabetes or a lung disease such as COPD or asthma? In the past 1 year, have you had chest pains when you engage in physical activity or when at rest? Do you ever experience dizziness or even lose consciousness? Do you have any bone, joint, or muscle problems, for example, in your back, knee, hip, shoulder, or ankle, that could be made worse by participating in exercise? Do you take tablets for high blood pressure and either continue to have poorly controlled high blood pressure, or do you not follow up with a doctor on a regular basis? Are you pregnant? If you are, please speak with your doctor about an appropriate exercise program, as this one is not designed for pregnancy. Do you know of any reason why participating in this program or any other physical activity might be harmful to your health? If you answered no to all the questions, you are ready to start exercising. If you answered yes to any of the questions, consult your doctor before the next session. Tell him or her about the questions to which you answered yes. You can tell your doctor that you will start by brisk walking for 30 minutes a week and gradually increase the amount of exercise over a few weeks until you are walking for 150 minutes per week. If you are pregnant, talk with your doctor before you start becoming more active. Good luck with your tasks. Remember that they are within your control, so reassure yourself that you can complete them and be successful in this program.